What's up guys, it's me Sergio with Mobility Direct. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to modify my Wrangler 2 by Baja Mobility. I'm going to put some aftermarket lights on there because I don't know if you saw my last video. We went out into the swamp in the Everglades in the middle of the night looking for Bigfoot and there was just not enough light.
It's a machine! Oh, that's a tree.
I was holding a flashlight. It wasn't pretty. I just went on Amazon and ordered the nicest 3-piece setup I could find so I can have a forward-facing light, a right and a left-facing light. Oh my God! Oh! And I'm gonna set it all up and show you how I do it along the way. For those DIYers out there, hopefully you appreciate this video. If you do like it, I only ask that you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Let's get started. All right, so here's the aftermarket light kit that I bought. I'll put the link in the description if you wanna actually buy this exact same setup. It seemed to me like it would fit based on the specifications. The light housing for the main bar, I want to say is about 10 to 12 inches, don't quote me. And then we've got these individual light projectors that kind of are like directional lights. You get 2 of these. So my thoughts were, you know, like I said, have one facing forward, right and left, and that should really help brighten up the path for our next nighttime adventure video, which we're getting ready to shoot as soon as these bad boys are installed. Make sure you stay tuned for that one. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, so I've got everything pretty much unboxed. It looks like it comes with a pretty long wire harness, which is great. Some terminal clips, a couple of fuses. I'm not going to really follow any instructions that this comes with. I kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to low voltage electricity like this and modding scooters. So I am going to use the wire harness that comes with it. And probably leave on, probably upgrade these connectors and go ahead and splice things in the way I see fit. We have tons of DIY video content to show you how to repair, troubleshoot, diagnose scooters. We tear down scooters down to the nuts and the bolts and the frame. A lot of the common models that we sell, we have repair tutorials for every component. Make sure you check it out if you're a DIYer and you own a mobility scooter. Plenty of knowledge there for you to benefit from to get the most out of your mobility scooter. Speaking of which, if you are on the market for one, we'd love to earn your business. We do have a free printed catalog that we can send to your home. All you got to do is go to our website, mobilitydirect.com, click on the green button at the top of every page that says free catalog, and fill out the simple short form. You could also just click at the top right-hand corner of the screen. There's a link that says get free catalog. It'll take you there right now. It's that easy. Or give us a call. Our non-commissioned sales experts would love to help you find your next product or replacement part. Either way, we've got you covered. All right, so we got some hardware here, some clips for the lights, which I assume are the brackets to mount the lights. I'm excited to get right into things. Let's go. All right, so I just pre-drilled my first set of holes. I'm gonna do the right and the left light first. Here's the bracket. So you take your bolt, they come with some long bolts and some short bolts. You feed it through the bottom, and you're gonna basically see that it's not gonna spin when it's in that channel. So you really don't need anything on the other end to bite onto that nut when installing the bracket. You just need to drill a hole and secure it to whatever surface you're gonna secure it to. I'm using the rooftop canopy and I'm just gonna feed it right through. I've got a pretty tight grip there. I didn't make my hole too big and it's gonna be pretty much weather tight, so no water should really get through there. There we go. So that's how I'm gonna fix my bracket, and I will start mounting the light next. All right folks, so coming back to it now with the actual light, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of show you from this angle how to just basically secure it. There's a loose nut in there, and I guess that's how their bracket system works. What I'm gonna do is fish this bolt from behind and start threading it through. So you can see it'll have to catch on. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to do at this angle. I might block the shot just a second to get the threading on. All right, so I got the bolt through and I'm gonna tighten it up, but essentially that's how it's able to swing down and kind of point down, or a little bit higher up in this case. I really don't need it to point high up. I want it to kind of point either eye level with the roof or downwards to illuminate the path when it's facing forward. I am gonna have to make a little hole for the wire to come through, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna pop that in like right here next to the hole that I made for the bolt to go through. All right, so I'm gonna kind of just lock in the position where I want to drill with my pilot hole. I think I'm gonna have it facing about a 45-degree angle between the front facing and the right side. So I think right here is fine. I'm gonna put the hole a little bit further back so I have some room to bend the wire. That'll be my pilot hole. I think this is like a 14 gauge wire, so I'm gonna go a little bit thicker. All right, let's see if this wire fits. I am gonna put some adhesive in there just to kind of make sure no water gets through, but that's what I want. I want there to be some play in case I wanna turn the direction of the lamp before tightening everything up. That's gonna give me some wiggle room. So on to the next one. We just successfully installed the left side. I'm just gonna tighten things on and repeat on the right side. Mark here, halfway. Function over fashion, guys. I am not trying to make it look pretty, I'm trying to make it work. Okay, so for those of you out there that are gonna say, hey, you're not doing a clean job, well, you are right. All right, so let's do our... Now, reason why I really don't care if it looks pretty or not is because rumor has it there's a new Wrangler coming out soon. And you better believe when it comes out, I will be one of the first dealers to tell you all about it. All right, gonna go ahead and fish these bolts through. Now, I had to use my own hardware here because, well, go figure. Amazon didn't come with the right hardware for the job. That's okay. We're not going to give them a hard time. It was like 25, 30 bucks. You know, if you're paying 25, 30 bucks for something like this, you got to just prepare yourself for stuff like that. But for those of you who are wondering, it's just a set of M8 bolts that you need that are compatible with the nuts that the hardware kit comes with. Well, it's not tightened up yet, but I don't know what you think, guys. I think it's starting to look pretty darn cool. I can't wait to power these things up. Well, change of plans. My soldering iron decided to stop working on me, so I'm gonna crimp them with marine grade heat shrink crimp connectors, and they're butt connectors that I'm gonna use. Hopefully these will work just as well. I'm gonna really heat them up and make sure that they're nice and tight. I just don't like F2 connections, especially in off-road applications like this. All right, so nothing too fancy. I've got my butt connectors here. I'm gonna heat them up, make sure that they're nice and tight around the wires, and they're not gonna go anywhere. Nothing like firing up a little heat shrink after a long day's work. Now this is definitely gonna be one of my favorite parts. I get to be a zip tie ninja. Let's go. All right, now I thought about where I want to put the switch, the on and off switch, and I think right there at the end of the armrest would be perfect. It'd almost be kind of protected from the rain. I fished the wire through the little joystick mounting bracket that these chairs come with, and I'm just gonna put some adhesive here around the bracket and zip tie it on each of the little pieces here that actually have holes for zip ties to route joysticks through, so it almost worked out perfectly. All right, folks, so here's the finished install. There's the switch right there. It's not pretty, it's crude. We got the wires running up the frame. There's the relay, and it's going all the way up to the top there. Got my zip tie art project going on. I'm gonna clean everything up. This is day 2 and we're getting ready to go out. I just wanted to show you how I set it up. I literally just used a super heavy duty zip tie to tie a lithium battery pack. It runs on 12 volts, great batteries. And I've got some F2 connectors going straight to the battery right there. I don't want to tap into the batteries that the scooter runs on because, you know, I want to avoid balancing issues. But overall, I'm super excited about the outcome. Let us know what you think in the comments. Be easy on me. Like I said, function over fashion. This is not a long-term modification. All right, guys, well, I am gonna let that JB weld dry up. I am gonna tighten everything up and then plug her in and see how it performs. But I gotta say, it's looking pretty awesome, and I'm really excited to see how bright these lights are gonna be. What is going on? That is so bright. Holy crap, it looks awesome. I am so excited. I'm gonna take this thing out tomorrow night. I'm not waiting. We're gonna bring the cameras. Drew's coming over. Make sure you subscribe so you can see the next video, guys. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Until next time, have a great day. I gotta move. Here, you film this time.
Ah, it's terrible.
Why do I listen to this guy? Why do we do this?